Lauren was the ultimate leader on the floor. Though at times she didn't want to be, but she was. She wanted to make you better, so she got on you as a teammate.
Lauren was unrelenting. Nothing could stop her. She always rose to the occasion, and she set herself apart from others with her ability to successfully fight through any adversities.
So he knows too. She was a very selfless person. It was always a team above herself. I do recall that. She was also a person of example. In practices, she always wanted to go the hardest, even when she couldn't.
She is the smartest player I have ever played with. She knows what you're gonna do 3 steps before you're even gonna do it.
She saw things before anybody else did. She was thinking 2 plays before. She'd make the perfect pass for an easy shot. She'd steal the ball and run the break.
But this little one, that was probably underestimated just by people walking on a court, on a basketball court, right? She was fearless. Like, she would do that little step back, hit that 3, like.
It was the Laverne game, first round playoffs. Lauren just willed herself to win the game. We were down 18 with like 6 minutes to go, and then Lauren just turns on a switch.
But all I know is we were down a lot with maybe 7 or 8 minutes left to go. I remember coach calling a timeout. I remember guarding their best player, Lauren, coming off the court and just saying, you know, we're not gonna lose this game. I think she must have had 30 or 40 points that game. She literally wheeled us to the finish line.
All I remember is Lauren. That's it. Like, the thing that pulled us out of everything was just Lauren.
And Lauren just iced the game, scoring 11 points at the line. It was simply amazing, just a show.
Off the court, Lauren's super chill. I think sometimes she can be a little intimidating to some people, but once you get to know her, she is the bestest friend a person can have.
I mean, like, I fall short on words because she's that much of a thriver in life. She's that much of a, you know, she will not back down. It doesn't matter what comes her way.
Congratulations, Lauren. You gave Chapman women's basketball your all. It is so amazing to see you being recognized for all your work and dedication to the program.
Congratulations, Idoi Day Day. Idoi means shorty, Day Day means big sister. My boys call her Shorty Big Sister. For what you've done at Chapman, I am so proud and honored to be part of your day. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lauren. There's truly no one more deserving of this honor than you. I feel so spoiled to have been able to share the court with you for so many years. Thank you for always making those around you better.
L-Dog, my little L-Dog, my co-captain, congratulations. There's no one more deserving of this award than you. I'm so sorry that I can't be there because I'm gone for 2 weeks, but just know that I'm there in spirit and I love you and we are forever co-captains, and enjoy this award. You enjoy this award, okay? All of us as well, but you enjoy this award. Love you so much.
I watched that video clip all night. Truly amazing, right? That 3-point arc, she's 6 feet behind the arc, just draining those. And by the way, there's a little factoid tonight that I don't think many of you know. I found out when I walked in this evening. Lauren's high school basketball team surprised her this evening. They're sitting in that back table. Will you guys raise your hands real quick? Higher, come on. I'll tell you what, girls, if that video clip doesn't inspire you on what she did on the court, and of course what she teaches you on the court as well is impressive. So Lauren, we're gonna bring you up here in a minute, and I know that we're gonna get an incredible ovation, because when I walked in here this evening, I checked the table out there with all the name badges. There were more Kamiyamas on that table than I can imagine. So I know we're gonna raise the roof right now, okay? So you ready, Lauren? Get ready. I'd like everybody in this room to join me in welcoming the newest member into the Chapman University Hall of Fame, Lauren Kamiyama.
I'm going to do my best. I'm so honored to be inducted into the Chapman Hall of Fame. I would like to thank the Chapman Hall of Fame committee for choosing me to join this prestigious group of Panthers. Next, congratulations to Buddy, Jill, and Maggie on your induction. I'm privileged to be inducted alongside all of you. The memories I have made and the experiences I have had at Chapman have shaped me and driven me to be the person I am today. I'm the athletic director and girls basketball coach at North Torrance High School. I'm the unofficial feeder program to the Chapman women's basketball team. I've sent 4 Torrance kids to Chapman and will continue to send as many because it's a great institution and has an awesome women's basketball program led by a great coach, Carol Jew. The way Coach Jew builds and maintains relationships with her players is second to none, and is something I strive to do every day as a coach and an athletic director. When I talk about Chapman, I talk about the family atmosphere and the intangibles that the university brings. The caring of us for us, not just as a student or an athlete, but as a human being. Professors who genuinely care about each student and take the time to get to know them. Coaches who go beyond coaching and continue to mentor you through life when we transition from teenagers into young adults ready for the real world. Next, I want to thank my coaches. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here today. They helped evolve my game so all 5'1" of me could be successful at the collegiate level. I want to thank my athletic trainers for helping me to get through each season as healthy as possible because I was in there every single day. Also, thank you to Carlos Prieto for putting my knees back together by repairing 3 ACLs and 4 meniscus, which gave me the opportunity to get back on the court not once, but twice. I want to recognize some people who are no longer with us, but played a huge part in my journey. Chapman's biggest supporters, the Parkers, the Weatheralls, were a constant at all the games. Richard Bai, who traveled on some of our road trips. Funny story about Richard. We were on a road trip at a pizza restaurant. He goes into the back in the kitchen and grabs 4 pitchers of water and brings them out to us because he felt the service was too slow. At first, we all thought he just knew somebody in the back, but no, it was just Richard being Richard. Grandma Kamiyama and Grandma Wada, who worried about me getting hurt every single game because they said I played reckless and basketball was a dangerous sport. My Uncle Freeman, who was my dad's brother from another mother. Freeman was the guy in the stands heckling the referees alongside my dad. But after the game, he could be found anywhere in the crowd. You just had to listen for the man that laughed like this. Hee, 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 hee. He was loved by all my teammates and soon became everyone's uncle. Lastly, my mother, who passed away before she could even see me play one game as a Panther. But if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been a Panther. I was slated to go to San Diego State University and be an Aztec. But everything happens for a reason. When my mother became ill my senior year in high school, I chose to stay closer to home to spend what little time I had left with her. She was hard on me in all aspects of life, from school to sports to being just a good person. But that's what makes me who I am today. Growing up, she was my biggest critic, but also my biggest fan. As I look around this room tonight, I'm at a loss for words to see the number of you who have come to support me on this special occasion. Many of you have supported me since day one. For those of you that were able to watch me play, it was an honor and privilege to play in front of all of you during my Chapman career. I'm deeply grateful and humbled by the support during my career at Chapman and the continued support throughout my life. Next, I would like to thank my teammates. Without all of you, I do not accomplish anything as a Panther. You all deserve a part of this award. There is no assist record, no accolades, and more importantly, I am not the player I am without all of you. You helped to make me a better teammate, player, and friend. I have so many memories of all of you, from experiencing real snow, making snow angels, to learning that there's no time change when you travel to the Bay Area, or even diving under the gate as the cafeteria was closing just to get those chocolate chip cookies to go. No amount of personal accolades will ever be more important than the memories that we made and the bond that we all have shared. Short story about my Chapman journey. My freshman year, there were 6 of us freshmen and 18 on the team. By sophomore year, only 3 of us freshmen came back as sophomores, and there were 15 on the team. Well, by junior year, we only had 10 players total. Coach convinced a kid from her walk-jog class to join the team. That's how desperate we were. At the semester, that player that we just recruited left to go home for good. But some grocery store persuasion by me led to Jessica Kunisaki, who turns out to be my best friend, coming back to play another year with me. We basically had 10 players. The coaches had to suit up, even Coach Ju. The team effort didn't stop there, as admissions workers came and practiced with us just so we can go 5-on-5. Now, Chapman women's basketball has no shortage of players. Chapman gave me some incredible moments, but the one shining moment was the playoff game against Laverne that lasted about 3 hours. It had to be the longest game of my life. It felt like it was never going to end, as the whistle blew more often than not, as 8 starters between the 2 teams had fouled out early in the second half. We were down about 20, or as you've heard in the video, it varies, with 5 minutes left. And I think everyone started to realize our hopes of going to Brownwood, Texas for the first round of the NCAA tournament were not going to happen. Everyone but us. Doug and Steven, maybe you remember all the details. I only remember a couple. We were down 5 with 25 seconds to go. There was a 3-pointer, a steal, and a layup to send it into overtime. We went back and forth in overtime and ended up pulling out a win. After celebrating that night, it was close to midnight by the time we left the gym. And somehow we were supposed to go back, pack, and get on an early flight the next morning to go to Brownwood, Texas. Has anyone ever heard of that city? Well, it's a city where basketball was the highlight. Everything was closed. Gas stations, supermarkets, and restaurants, they all closed down for this game. Although we didn't win, that 48 hours of our lives was a once-in-a-lifetime experience between the highs and the lows, but the memories that will last forever. Last but not least, I want to thank my family and Coach Ju. Thank you for your support and getting me through 3 ACL surgeries in the span of a year, not to mention Mom passing away. Coach, thank you for taking me under your wing and making my time at Chapman the best time of my life. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. I will never forget the late night talks or the long road trips to get healed up for the next game. I wouldn't have changed anything for the journey that I have been on. I lost one mom as a freshman and I gained another. Steven, thank you for never going easy on me in any one-on-one game. The tough love made me a stronger and better player. Thanks for always supporting your little sister. Darren, thanks for coming back from Japan and being my loudest and proudest fan in the stands. Seeing you in the stands with Uncle Doug, Freeman, Uncle Perry, and Dad every game is something I will cherish forever. Dad, although you were tough on me growing up, you were preparing me for the obstacles ahead. Your yelling changed from, "Get up," every time I was hurt, to yelling at the referees, "I'm gonna watch that bad call on Jim Hill tonight." Thanks for always being at every single game throughout my Chapman career. He did not miss a single game. Although I'm being inducted to the Chapman Hall of Fame, all of you are in my Hall of Fame. Once again, I thank all of you here tonight for your support during my Chapman career, and as I stand here being inducted tonight, I'm humbled and forever grateful. Thank you.